Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Tonight on News 46, 3 service providers' phone and internet are down. Nye County's only independent newspaper is no more. And a check is presented for Meals on Wheels. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 23rd, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A reported construction incident in Las Vegas cut a vital phone line that provides internet and phone service to Pahrump for 3 major providers, Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T. We caught up with Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall to find out more.
About 9 o'clock this morning, a fiber line was cut in the Las Vegas area, which affected outages from Las Vegas to Pahrump as far as Beatty. We are still maintaining services. Our emergency lines are up and running. Our dispatch lines are up and running. We're asking the public to please not call our 911 line requesting to know why their internet service is down. That's not what the 911 line is for. We have been in contact with AT&T, and they expect the service to be up by either 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. tomorrow.
And so in this circumstance, a lot of other things are down, like they're not taking credit cards at gas stations. Some of the banks are down too as well. And there's issues with that internet service. What should you do if you have to reach somebody, to contact them, if they're in ill health or something's going on? What should you do?
If you're local, the local numbers are working, so contact them locally. We're advising people, if they're local and they can drive to the residence, then drive to the residence and contact them. Some of the internet providers are still up, some of them are down. The local numbers, like I said, are working. Our mobile numbers are not working. So the best course of action is the old-fashioned way. Drive and go say hi to them.
Make sure to check on those individuals who might be in a situation, let them know what's going on, and just make sure they're okay.
Absolutely, because a lot of these situations involve internet-based lifelines, internet-based Are You OK programs, and if the internet system that they subscribe to is down, those programs are not going to send out the messages saying, yes, I'm okay. So it's very important to go stop by the house, check on them, physically look at them and talk to them and make sure that they're okay.
Nye County Emergency Services, the Nye County Sheriff's Office, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, how are you guys all communicating right now?
We're using the Sheriff's Office radios. We've also loaned some of them to Highway Patrol so that they'll be able to contact with us and dispatch as well.
And is the Aries Races coming into play right now?
They have been notified, and if we need them, they're ready to step up to the plate as well.
Is the 751-7000 number working, or is it overloaded at this point?
It is still working, but like I said earlier, we don't want people calling in and saying, why is my internet down? Why am I not able to call long distance? Things like that.
And Fire Chief Scott Lewis spoke to News 46 about the emergency services during this communication crisis.
There's at least 3 providers down. Somewhere we believe to be in the Vegas area, there's a service disruption that's caused us to, again, to have these interruptions in our local service for our cell phones. In some cases, the IP over voice landline systems, and also some internet services servicing computers and internets and things along those lines. So our big challenge today is that we want to maintain the integrity of the 911 system. So utilize 911 for emergencies only. Do not use it for informational purposes. 911 emergencies only.
Is that what's happening right now, is people are calling 911 to find out what's happening with their phone lines?
It's my understanding there's some instances where, in fact, people have utilized 911 for informational purposes, find out what's going on, tell people their cell service is down. We're aware. Everyone's pretty much aware. It's actually being posted on your media. It's also been on the radio station and some of the Las Vegas-based networks as well.
And some banks are closed, some other facilities are closed, but the 911 line is working right now?
It's our understanding that the 911 system remains operational, but again, we have to keep in mind that it's for emergencies only. There's only so many resources when we talk about 911. So once again, 911 for emergencies only.
Do you know what's going on with the sheriff's dispatch line? Is it just overloaded, or is that down right now?
I don't know exactly what the status of that line is, but it's my understanding that some of those lines are down. And in most cases, what we're dealing with now are the cell services are down, so you can't utilize them to call those basic numbers.
How long do you know that this is going to remain down?
Tentatively, we've been told it could be as long as 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, which would be Wednesday.
And this is all because of a construction incident?
That's what we've heard. I haven't had anything in concrete regarding that, but it's my understanding that there's been some kind of construction. Maybe a line was dug up somewhere or severed.
And then, so people need to stay off the 911 lines, realize that they need to make some connections. What kind of advice would you give for people who might be in poor health or who need contact with other people?
That's going to be our bigger challenge. Try to identify those people that you know well that may have either landline service on their regular household phones, or who may have a service through a cell provider that does in fact have their service intact yet.
Should they be checking on those relatives that they know may be in poor health and see if they're okay, drive over to their location?
Absolutely. Much like we've been doing today, face-to-face contact is going to be our best thing right now. There are backup radio systems like the volunteer Aries and Races groups that we have on standby if needed. And so we're taking a number of steps on our part. We've been in contact with all of our cooperators such as Mercy Air, Desert View Hospital, the Sheriff's Office, Emergency Management. So we're all in contact with each other and working closely to make sure that we keep the system as fluid as possible.
It's been a big mess out there all day today. A lot of gas stations shut down, or at least only taking certain things like cash and not taking credit cards. But T-Mobile has been working good all day long. And once again, we'll keep you updated as far as when it's going to come back online. Stevens Media has officially reportedly purchased the Mirror newspaper. According to sources, Nye County's only independent newspaper will no longer be independent. The staff of the Pahrump Valley Times will be moving from their office on Calvada after the downsizing that they recently undertook, and sharing the offices with the staff of the Mirror newspaper on Highway 372. The two papers have been rivals for many years and now will work in the same office together to put out 3 papers a week. The Pahrump Valley Times will still produce their Wednesday and Friday paper, and the Mirror will continue to have a Thursday edition. Whether that will continue for an extended period of time remains to be seen. The Mirror has now been emptied out and has a sign in front of the building saying that they are closed for renovations. Several organizations came together to hold a benefit dance for the Pahrump Senior Center's Meals on Wheels program. The program delivers meals to hundreds of homebound seniors daily.
We got together with Nathan Adelson and Integrity Home Health, with Nevada Eye and Ear and healthcare partners to join together to benefit the Meals on Wheels here in Pahrump because they need our support.
And the Meals on Wheels program out of the Pahrump Senior Center does what?
They serve all the people at home that cannot get out of their homes. They take food to their houses.
Tell me why you guys decided that this was an important cause.
The doctors that I work for always try and give back to the community, and we support Pahrump. We're happy to be out here, and anything that we can do to help the community and be a part of it, we want to be involved in.
What a great idea, hoedown.
We're excited. It's fun. We're going to have some line dancing here soon.
Yeah, you're all dressed up there, Becky.
Yes, I am. I'm ready to do it. I don't know about dancing, but I'm ready to do it.
So this room is pretty packed here at the Pahrump Nuggets. It's been a little time in the making. You guys are going to be presenting a check to the Pahrump Senior Center later?
Yes, in probably about a week to 2 weeks, we will present the check of how much money we collect from all the raffles that we've given out. and how much the tickets we've sold.
And that's the door ticket price. And of course, all the money for these raffles are going to go help this program. But people can donate to this all the time, can't they?
Best that they can. They can donate anytime.
So go to the Pahrump Senior Center for more information. Can you get more information on Nevada Eye and Ear?
Absolutely. If they want to come by the office, we'd be more than happy to help them out, take any donations, and get them over to Annie that runs the senior center there.
Where are you guys located?
We're located at 3640 South Highway 160.
And phone number?
Is 702-896-6043.
And of course, Healthcare Partners, we have several locations.
We have several locations for Healthcare Partners. We're on Highway 160. We're on Calvada, numerous clinics on Calvada.
People can stop to donate to as well as just stopping by the Pahrump Senior Center.
That's correct. All they have to do is just come in, ask for Becky, and tell them that's a donation, and I will get the money.
When we come back from this break, we're going to tell you about the check presentation that was given to the Pahrump Senior Center today for that hoedown.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. After Friday night's hoedown at the Pahrump Nugget, a check was presented today to the Pahrump Senior Center.
Hi, I'm Becky with Healthcare Partners. Here beside me is Tyann from Nathan Adelson, Candy from Integrity Home Health. We are missing Michelle from Nevada Eye and Ear, but we're here to donate money that we collected for the hoedown that was done on the 19th of September. We collected $2,156. This is for Ann for the Meals on Wheels program.
For the Senior Center. Thank you so much, you guys. It was a great event. We had such a good time. Everybody was dancing, having a fun time, lots of food, fun, and their hard work. It was amazing. And thank you so much for all you guys did.
If anyone else wants to donate to the Meals on Wheels program, who do they get in touch with?
You can contact the Senior Center at 727-5008, Monday through Friday from 9 to 3:30. And you can ask for myself or any of the employees. Anybody here will help.
One more thing. Are you still doing the Adopt a Senior?
We are. Thank you, Tyann. We still have our program running. It's called Adopt a Senior on Meals on Wheels, to provide meals for these seniors that absolutely cannot afford to pay their meal for their meals or donate for their meals. We've adopted a program. It's $54 a month. We'll feed a senior for 30 days. And it's a 1 month, 2 month. It's all tax deductible. If there's anybody that would like to donate any portion of or all of that, please contact us. We would love to have the help. We have 100 seniors on this program that are in dire need of food at all times. So sometimes this is their only meal a day. So please, if anybody was interested in donating to this program, we'd be more than happy to accommodate. Thank you.
Good job. And I just want to say one more thing about the program, that businesses, community businesses can get involved and do that too, and it's tax deductible. So businesses should get involved and adopt a senior.
I told Tyann today we're going to hire her to report for us. The United States is taking action against another terrorist organization, the Khorasan Group. Obama described its members as seasoned al-Qaeda operatives in Syria. U.S. officials said the group was plotting attacks against the United States and other Western targets. The plots against the United States were discovered by the intelligence community in the past week. Osama bin Laden's son-in-law was sentenced to life in prison today. In March, Sulaiman Abu Ghaith was found guilty of helping al-Qaeda terrorists conspire to kill Americans and providing material to support terrorists. Abu Ghaith is described as bin Laden's propaganda minister and the face and voice of al-Qaeda in the days and weeks after the 9/11 attacks. The number of Ebola cases in Liberia and Sierra Leone could rise to between 550,000 and 1.4 million by January if there are no additional interventions or changes in community behavior. The official death toll from Ebola in West Africa has climbed to more than 2,800 in 6 months, with 5,800 cases confirmed as of yesterday. The CDC estimates that if 70% of people with Ebola are properly cared for in medical facilities, the epidemic could decrease and eventually end. A flu shot clinic will be held tomorrow at the Pahrump Senior Center for all ages.
We have a flu shot clinic tomorrow here at the Senior Center. It's being sponsored by Albertsons Save-On Pharmacy. They'll be here from 9 till noon. They will take all insurances. No charge, it says, for Medicare or Medicare-related plans, Senior Dimensions, Humana, TRICARE, Pacific Care, Secure Horizons, Culinary, Aetna, Medco, and a few more. If you do not have insurance, the cost is $29.99. The flu shots will be right here at the center, so we'll be opening the doors a few minutes early, but from 9 till noon tomorrow. It's open to anybody that would like to get a flu shot, and take care of that early.
Open here at the Pahrump Senior Center. What's the address here?
1370 West Basin. We're between Linda and David on Basin.
In the Sunset Mobile Home Park?
Sunset Mobile Home Park, that's correct. And the number here, if anybody has any questions, is 727-5008.
And so, is there going to be a limited number, or do people need to make reservations?
No, as far as I was told, it's going to be just open, and as many people, they'll bring plenty of immunizations, and there should be available to as many people as they need to get it.
Bring your medical card?
Yes, bring your medical cards, bring your insurance cards, any information that you might think they might need.
Longtime Pahrump medical doctor Frank Topo, who now lives in St. Petersburg, Florida, apparently fell and has been having a difficult time since. The specific details of the fall are unclear. We do know that Dr. Topo had to endure 5 surgeries and ended up with septic. He was in a coma for 2 months and is now in a wheelchair. Topo has a long way to go, and KPVM-TV is collecting Get Well cards for him. If you would like to send Dr. Topo a card, you can mail it to us here at KPVM-TV. That's 890 South Higley in Pahrump, Nevada, 89048. That's 890 South Higley in Pahrump, Nevada, 89048. You can also email us here for Dr. Topo at news@kpvm.tv. That's news@kpvm.tv. We'll make sure that Dr. Topo gets your message. More local news when we come back from this break.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444.
A recently fired employee opened fire at a UPS facility in Inglenook, Alabama today, killing 2 people before taking his own life. Birmingham police entered the building and found 3 dead, including the gunman, from what looked to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police said there were no other suspects. An investigation is underway. The Nevada Athletic Commission handed down punishments for 2 UFC fighters and cleared Floyd Mayweather Jr. today at a meeting over controversial footage in Mayweather's reality show. John Jones and Daniel Comer, who fought August 5th in a pre-fight news conference at the MGM Grand, were fined and ordered to perform community service. Mayweather was called before the commission over his all-access program on Showtime that purportedly showed female associates smoking marijuana and fighters engaging in half-hour rounds. He said the show was all fake props, all for entertainment. Commissioners told Mayweather to warn them next time if he intends to air controversial content. A racer from California who crashed and died close to the finish line of a highway road race in rural Nevada may have been distracted for a moment before the fatal wreck. The Lincoln County Sheriff said the death of 71-year-old Philip Bowser of San Jose has been ruled an accident. Bowser's 44-year-old daughter, Amy Bowser, was in the passenger seat. She survived the crash. His daughter tried but couldn't get her unconscious dad out of the wrecked 1997 Porsche 993 before it burned. They said the sports car was probably going more than 120 miles per hour when it crashed off State Route 318 near Hyco, Nevada. The Bowsers were among 130 competitors taking part in the Silver State Classic Challenge on Sunday. A Henderson man was sentenced today to 2 years in prison for aiming a laser pointer at a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department helicopter on 6 occasions this year. 30-year-old James David Ziff pleaded guilty in June. Ziff must also serve 3 years of supervised release and undergo mental health and substance abuse treatment. Ziff was also convicted in 2011 in Phoenix of pointing a similar blue laser at a police helicopter there. The authorities warn that this activity is extremely dangerous and can disorient and temporarily blind a pilot. Since the FBI and Federal Aviation Administration began tracking laser strikes in 2005, statistics reflect more than 1,100% increase in the deliberate targeting of aircraft by people with handheld lasers. In 2013, there were 3,960 laser illumination incidents reported by pilots to the FAA, an average of 10.8 incidents every night. Here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, September 23rd. I'm Angela Miles. Apple's launch of the iPhone 6 is the biggest in iPhone history. More than 10 million units sold in the first weekend. Apple CEO Tim Cook concedes that if supplies of the iPhone 6 had been greater, sales could have been higher. The iPhone is on back order for 7 to 10 days on Apple's website. It's a big week for economic data from the housing sector. Existing home sales for August came in with a drop of 1.8% compared to July. It follows 4 months of gains. Sales slipped 5.3% compared to a year ago. And to meet suppliers laying off hundreds of workers after fast food scandal in China. Shanghai Huxi, a Chinese subsidiary of U.S.-based OSI Group, is letting go of 340 employees in Shanghai. 120 workers will be kept on as the company is under investigation for tainted meat sold back in July. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks so much, Angela. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather and some announcements.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd. It's also the first day of autumn. Happy fall, everybody. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 94 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 91 degrees. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 12 miles per hour. So we had some pretty moderate winds outside. The UV index today was 7, which is high. Humidity was at 11% today. Sunrise was at 6:32 this morning, and the record high in 1947 was 104 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 66 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 68 degrees. Winds will be coming from the east at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour this evening. So we'll have some low winds. Humidity will be at 21%. Sunset will be at 6:39 p.m. and the record low in 1941 was 46 degrees. Well, tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 98 degrees and a low of 70 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 15%. Sunrise will be at 6:33 a.m. and the UV index will be 7, which is high. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have a mostly sunny week, though we might be seeing some rain on Saturday. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the high 90s, but they'll be going down into the low 80s early next week. And your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern starting off in the low 70s and working their way down into the mid 50s this weekend.
Car studio specials are expiring soon for September. For the Fall Festival, they're bringing back their Mini In-Out special. Also, call and ask about their Car Studio Parade special. Car Studio is located in front of the Prump Nugget. For more information, give Julie a call, 513-0960. The Rural Services Subcommittee of the Nevada Commission on Autism Spectrum Disorders is hosting a town hall meeting on September 30th from 5:30 to 6:45 p.m. Locally, they will be at Great Basin College in room 124. The public is invited to this free event. The town hall meeting is to gather information for the Nevada Commission on Autism Spectrum Disorders 5-year strategic plan from families, self-advocates, and providers in rural Nevada. This is an opportunity to express your concerns about autism services in Nevada from diagnosis through adulthood. What are the biggest gaps in services? How well are the services coordinated across systems? And what are the most critical issues that Nevada needs to address? Once again, this town hall meeting will be held on September 30th 30th from 5:30 until 6:45 p.m. in Great Basin College's room 124, located on Calvada in front of Pahrump Valley High School. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. We hope that you spent your day without your phone and your internet well with your family, friends, and we hope it gets back online tomorrow. We'll see you once again tomorrow night. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from up here. Everyone up here, good night.